Welcome to Thomas Critical. Today I'm going to be looking at something a little different other than the fact that we are looking at Thomas right here, and that is the helmet that comes with Thomas. How versatile is the helmet, and does it have a solid fit like it does with the Thomas it comes with? The outcomes of what you're going to see is kind of shocking. So first off, it fits very well on the Thomas it comes with, as it should. There's a nice solid connection in it. I can't just pop it off real easily. So we're going to take the helmet off of this one. We're going to try it on what came before it, which is the dumb magnet Thomas. So I'm going to put it on, and it barely fits. It just barely fits on there. Although it does fit, it doesn't have the absolute good connection that it does with the one it came with, which is the talking. Maybe we'll have better luck with the Thomas that is the Adventures Thomas. Maybe there's a little change between the magnet and the new coupling that we have. Try this out. Same thing with this one. There's not a real solid connection between these. It's kind of weird to me. I would think that they would have the same solid connection, although it does fit on, not solid. Let's try something else. Let's try an old take-along Percy. This is actually a more solid fit than those two Thomases back there that we just looked at. Very strange indeed. The magnet on front here just barely avoids that little clearance on it. Let's look at another Percy, because I know these two are very popular. Adventures Percy. This one has a little bit more trouble than that last one does. It's a little more, has to be in the right position. Actually, I can't even get it on now. There it goes. There's a little more trouble with Adventures Percy with this helmet. Pops off super easy. Let's try a different take-along Percy, the metallic. Let's see if there's a difference between those. No, there's still a real good fit on these, but again, it will just kind of pop off if you give it the slightest little touch. Oh, sorry, Percy. Let's try something a little different again. And that is Charlie. Considering Charlie is in a set now, I'd assume a little more people would have him. Maybe we should try it on here. Not happening. Nope. These two pieces here are really hindering Charlie to breathe in space here. Kind of depressing. Let's try something a little flashy. Golden Thomas. Maybe there's a difference. Yep. Same as this last other Thomas's. Just barely, it fits, but it's not the solid connection I'm looking for. Let's try a little something odd here. We're going to try out a take and play Coldy. Ooh, Coldy didn't stand a chance. He's just a little too wide for this to fit on. If I had two of these little helmets, I would probably break this one trying to get it on here. Considering Coldy's my favorite, I would like a Space Coldy, but I'm not going to break the helmet here. Alright, let's try Lady. A lot of people like Lady. The fit is weird, is what I can say. It's real loose fitting, it's on there, but there's no snap-in connection like the Thomas that the helmet came with. But I should say, at least the fact that this is fitting on almost all of these is the big plus. I'm just a person that likes a solid fit, so this is kind of upsetting to me, but I can get over that very easily. The last one we are going to try is something very different, and that is the take and play almost all metal Donald. And no. It'll fit. But it doesn't, yeah, I barely touched it, and you saw this piece just falls right off. And that went with a lot of these models here. That this thing just comes straight off like that. I'm going to bring up the two Adventures Thomases. I mean, this change must be so slight. Oh, it's not going to focus, is it? Can we go back here? There we go. The change in these are just so slight that it kind of bothers me because you don't really see the change. I'll show you from the front. You heard the snap. That was not the tracks around me or behind. That was the helmet fitting on here. As you can see, before I could just push my thumb, just barely push off on it. And, you know, it'll pop off, but I kind of had to curve it up at an angle. And we're going to try this Thomas, put it on from the front. It just kind of sits on it. And I'll take my thumb here. Yep, see? I don't even have to push it off at that angle. I just barely push up, and it pops right off. So you guys can tell me what you feel about this, and for the fact that I just got the Adventures Standard Thomas literally yesterday, and I've had this one since they've came out, I thought that they would be interchangeable, and I could put the helmet on this Thomas, but apparently for the solid connection, I'm going to need the take and play, or not the take and play, but the Adventures Thomas. I'm so used to saying take and play. Yep, the Talking Thomas Adventures is going to be the winner for the helmet, except Stanley. I never saw that, is the Stanley that comes with one of these. I've yet to see if there's a difference between the helmets, because I don't have Space Stanley. But yep, another cool thing about that Thomas is I just want to point out, it comes with a little car and cargo, compared to this Thomas. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of how you all feel about it. I think that I feel a slight bit annoyed because I don't have that real nice click in sound. I didn't get it to click that time, but that's in there pretty good compared to that Thomas there. You guys can leave a comment and tell me what you think.